Yo, what's up guys, it's EG here. Today, we've got a special topic that I know a lot might have been thinking about. Anime versus reality. We're going to explore just how realistic Ayano Koji's techniques from Classroom of the Elite are, and which ones can potentially work in real life. So sit down, relax, grab some popcorn and let's get right into it. We all know Ayano Koji as the mysterious, intelligent, and manipulative student from D-Class. He's got some mind-blowing strategies that seem to always work out in his favor. But how would these tactics fare in the real world? Or is that shit all just plot armor? To understand the reality behind Ayano Koji's manipulation techniques, we first need to take a closer look at them. There are many instances where he manipulates his classmates and even teachers to achieve his goals. From creating a sense of false security to psychological nudging, Ayano Koji's manipulation toolkit is vast. But do these methods work outside the world of anime? Now, let's talk about the real world. Contrary to what we see in anime, the reality of human interaction is vastly complex and unpredictable. It's a mixed bag of individual personalities, emotions, circumstances, and values. That said, some psychological principles used by Ayano Koji can indeed apply in real-world scenarios. For example, the foot in the door technique that Ayano Koji often uses. It involves asking someone for a small favor, with the intention of later asking for a larger favor. This technique is often used in sales and marketing and can be quite effective. Another technique, known as gaslighting, where an individual makes someone question their reality, is sadly also a prevalent manipulative tactic in real-life toxic relationships. However, let's get one thing clear. While these techniques might work in certain situations, they do not contribute to healthy relationships or personal growth. Ayano Koji's character is intriguing and fascinating to watch on screen, but in real life, these actions can lead to negative outcomes and harm others, and may not always lead to your success. Now, let's discuss those techniques that are purely fictional and exaggerated for dramatic effect. Ayano Koji's ability to predict and manipulate almost every situation is entertaining to watch, but it's an unrealistic expectation in reality. No one can control or foresee every single outcome accurately 100%, although you can still try. And let's not forget about Ayano Koji's ability to manipulate people without anyone noticing. In reality, while some manipulative behaviors might initially go unnoticed, over time, they're likely to be recognized, leading to consequences. Unless the people are quite literally idiots. So let's look at some examples in detail. In Season 1 Episode 7, we see Ayano Koji employing a technique known as mirroring. He mimics the body language and speech patterns of others to create rapport and build trust. Now, in the real world, mirroring is a common psychological tactic used in negotiations or sales pitches. For example, in a job interview, subtly mimicking the interviewer's positive body language can help establish a better connection. Or in a sales pitch, mirroring a potential client's mannerisms or speech patterns can create a sense of familiarity and trust. But remember, the key here is subtlety. Overdoing it can have the opposite effect. Now, moving on to the tactics that are purely fictional and exaggerated for dramatic effect. Ayano Koji's almost supernatural ability to manipulate everyone around him without raising any suspicions is incredibly entertaining to watch, but it's also incredibly unrealistic. Take, for example, the incident in Year 2 Vol 6 where Ayano Koji manages to manipulate the entire class into turning against each other, all while remaining completely unnoticed. While it makes for great television, such intricate and flawless manipulation is next to impossible in reality. In the real world, people have different personalities, emotions, and perceptions. Trying to manipulate a large group of people without anyone catching on is highly unlikely. Furthermore, consistent manipulative behavior often leaves patterns that, over time, people are likely to recognize. Now, just because some of Ayano Koji's tactics are unrealistic, that doesn't mean we can't learn anything from his character. There's a balance between anime and reality, and finding that balance is key. Ayano Koji's analytical mindset is a prime example of this. In Episode 8, we see him analyzing his classmates' strengths and weaknesses during the island survival test. He strategically assigns roles that best suit everyone's abilities, which ultimately leads to their success. In the real world, this kind of strategic thinking can be incredibly useful, particularly in team-based scenarios. Whether it's a group project at school, managing a team at work, or even organizing a local community event, recognizing and utilizing people's strengths can lead to great success. Now for the last example. In Season 2, Episode 3, we encounter a scene that sparked quite a bit of debate among fans. In this episode, Ayano Koji instructs Kei Karuizawa to spread her legs after cornering her psychologically. If I am being honest, this is most likely not going to happen in IRL, that's why a lot of you guys got arrested after trying this. Make sure you actually identify the circumstances and variables that actually allow for this situation to happen, rather than believing everything you see on TV. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.